We're here to talk about the first show of our 2017 season, Nina Rain's Tribes. My name is John Langs. I'm the Artistic Director of ACT Theater.
And I'm Ryan Schlepp, and I'm the sign master for the show.
Tribes is really the story of a young man named Billy who lives in a very eccentric family. And Billy grew up deaf with a family who didn't really pay attention to any of his needs. They wanted him to live in a world of hearing people. He meets a young woman who is the child of deaf parents and herself is slowly losing her hearing. And so this story is really about where you find home. It's about the way we listen to people and the way we actually hear people. And I think the playwright makes a point that listening and hearing are very different things. The thing that I love most about Nina's Tribes is that it's the story that brings two different cultures together, a hearing culture and the deaf culture, and it makes this bridge between the two of real understanding. That's what attracted me to it at first. And it's also really exciting and humbling to step into the role of a director on a story that requires all of ACT Theater to really reach out in their understanding.
This production is a great way to really show audiences the real life of someone who is an oral deaf person, who's never experienced deaf culture, who's never experienced captioning, who's never experienced what will become an important part of their life in the future. 90% of deaf kids are born to hearing parents, and these parents very often don't know how to raise a deaf child. They often think that, well, this child is deaf, but they should learn how to talk, they should learn how to lip read, so they can feel like they can be a part of society as they see it. But they don't really get enough exposure about the culture and the language itself. This play really shows what deaf kids can do in their lives and what parents can do to help deaf children grow and have a very full life, just like a normal person.
One of the things that initially attracted us about the script was that it's a real family story about this eccentric and comic family that hasn't really been able to extend itself to accept that they have a deaf son and that they might need to work a little harder to communicate with him. And I think one of the great challenges will be with a deaf actor in the role as Billy and an actor perhaps who has to learn sign language as Sylvia. We have to create a kind of family dynamic as well in the rehearsal hall. And I'm counting on you, my friend, to help us do that.
My job as the sign master is also working with the interpreters who we're hiring to interpret the shows. And I expect to hire at least 5 interpreters, and we're working to make sure that all their signs are quite clear, and also that their placement on stage is going to be perfectly in sync with the actors on stage. Everything will be very clear and visible. And with captions in addition to that, I think it's really an exciting time to be at ACT. Not only is that captioning going to be provided for this production, but also for other future productions here at ACT as well.
When we choose shows, they take the whole company and the community on an adventure. And we've been on a remarkable one with Tribes. And Ryan, you're a huge part of that. And I just want to say thank you, not only for your work in the rehearsal room, but for being so forthcoming about your particular experience as it relates to the play. And we really look forward to seeing you on this one. It's a very special piece. And I just want to say again, it's great to be sitting here with you.
Thank you.
Thank you.